Hi everybody, this is Nick from OVA Let's Plays, and today we're going to cover my top 10 favorite Calamity songs. Someone had asked me what my favorite Calamity song was, and so I figured I'd make a whole top 10 list real quick. This one's my 10th favorite because it's the Blood Coagulant. I like the metal, I like metal music, especially metal covers, and 16 and Mono does a lot of good metal covers of like Undertale and different games. So that's why I chose this one. It's a good metal theme. The Siren's Call and Forbidden Lullaby. It's very relaxing, and this music is very evocative. It evokes, like, you can imagine this, whether it's the biome or the enemy or whatever. It can really bring the enemy to life in the game, or the biome to life. The same thing with the Void. It's very relaxing but yet ominous, and this is very, ethereal, and just it it creates a better music for the Underworld, because Underworld is it's good music, but it can get kind of repetitive. So at least this creates a little bit variation. This, some can see, it reminds me of the old school SNES Donkey Kong Country games, like the water levels in the Donkey Kong Country games. It has a very good retro feel to it, in my opinion. Like, I could imagine this being in, like, if they redid Donkey Kong 4, um, an SNES style, and they had that. The Sunken Sea. It's a very good, relaxing water theme, and I really like this one too. This would be a good cavern, theme too. Universal Collapse, of course. This one's really good. Devour of Gods, Stained Brutal Calamity. That's another great one. All the times I've died to Supreme Calamitous. But these two are very emotional for me and hits home for me. The Roar of the Jungle Dragon. It hits home for me really big because my dog got hit by a car when I was 12 years old. I saw it happen and everything, and just the idea of your pet sacrificing itself to protect you and to protect, especially it's even more sad that it follows basically Yarum, who's this tyrant who wants to get control of everything, and it's sacrificing itself. If Yarum just stood down and just ran away with Yarum just to live, if Yarum wasn't so much in search of power, they could both just head off somewhere and just live their lives peacefully. But Yarum is just, his mind is so closed, and the lore in this game is so amazing. And it kind of reminds me of spoiler alert is for The Walking Dead, but it reminds me of Shiva the tiger. That affected me. That is the most effective death for me. Is Shiva the tiger really affected me a lot? Like, I cried because it just brings you back. It's something so sad. Like, people can, in movies and video games, characters can die, and sometimes it can be really sad. But a lot of times, like, there's something about a loyal animal that's just completely devoted and loyal to you, and just the idea, like, I can really feel for Yarum, just being a little kid and reading the lore of it and everything, and his family gets destroyed and everything, and the only thing that saved him was Yaron, and Yaron, basically protects him as his main companion, and his pet and everything. And just the idea of losing your pet after all that, you already lost your family, and all you have is this dragon, and you lose him as well. Like, the first time I listened to this, I got shivers and I was almost crying and everything. It was so sad. And it also makes you wonder about, will we see Yarum in a future update, and will we see Draydon, which leads me up to this. When I listened to this the first time, I got and still to this day I still get chills when I listen to it. I thought this was going to be the announcement update for a new update for Calamity that was going to include Draydon and also Yarum, because it sounds like whoever's speaking is either the Astral boss that replaced Astrogeldon Slime, or it was Draydon. I think it's more Draydon. It sounds more like Draydon. Whoever's narrating it, it's so powerful, and the voice and everything is just amazing. In the background, it feels epic and emotional, and it's basically like Draydon's telling Yarum, "Look what you did. You did all this horrible things." Basically telling Yarum his mistakes that he's made and what they've cost. I mean, at this point, narrating this, he's lost Calamitous and he's lost Yaron, and yet he's still like not doing anything about it. He's still lost in his depression or whatever it is, you know, just an ability to move. And you feel like this is just about before we're about to approach either Draydon or Yarum. You know, it's very like I still get chills listening to this. It feels so epic when I listen to it, and just you know the dedication of the whole Calamity team, everybody involved in it, the coders, the spriters, you know, the gameplay, the graphics, and everything else is just amazing. It's so well done and everything. It's a masterpiece of a mod that just really feels like a really amazing expansion to an already amazing game. And a lot of times in life you deal with things that are kind of average or okay, you know, or things that are even great, but it's very rare that things get to this level of just complete like 9 out of 10 or 9 out of 10, you know. And sometimes people, you know, will complain, oh, it's too difficult to beat Calamitous, or you know, I don't know why they complain about the music sometimes. I've heard supposedly some of the community doesn't like Roar of the Jungle Dragon, for example. I don't know why, how you could not like that theme. I just don't get it. But, you know, everybody has their own opinion. But I just think this is the best music for a mod I've ever seen. Is this, you know, this music. And there are a lot of other great mods. I'm not trying to knock down any other great mods, but this is just the best one as far as an expansion mod goes. And I can't wait to see the future. I'm hoping they finally reveal what that pebble is that you get, you know, at the end of the boss rush. And I hope they have Draydon and Yarum and finish the whole lore and story. There's always a danger with that, because once you finish the lore of the story, it doesn't hold the same mystery, you know, quite as well. It's kind of like the same thing why Five Nights at Freddy's is popular as it is because there's all the mystery and all the lore behind it, and if that lore were to be completely solved, then it would take a lot of... So I don't know if they'd ever really bring Yarum into it or finish the complete story. I suppose it depends on the people and the mod and everything. But everybody in this mod has done an amazing job. When I first played it, I was blown away at how much it feels like a really good expansion to the game and adds all this lore. But I think that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. This music is... I can't wait to see what DM Decuro and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. You know, I don't mean anything bad if I said it wrong. But yeah, I can't wait to see what's in the future. This is awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys like this video. I'll include it in the description, the playlist. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a good day. Bye, everybody.